Okay, everybody. Welcome. Here we are. It's another good day, another day of Star Citizen. Another day of lag. Welcome. Lag and like frame drops and like screen tearing. You know what? I need to upgrade my computer at some point, but how's it going, everybody? Today we're playing some Star Citizen, not just talking about it, although in a cool minute, once I get to Hurston, I am going to pull aside for a second, and we're going to take a quick look at the cargo refactor news that came out yesterday. But today I'm doing some combat training. I'm jumping in with Jonathan Winters, guest on my podcast last week. We've been talking for a while now about doing a joint kind of training session for like 2-3 months. So what we're going to do is he's going to show me the basics. I'm going to basically make this my day one start of getting to an actually adequate combat point, getting to some kind of competency in defending myself or attacking others so that I can actually teach people in my org or be a part of the security forces in my org and, you know, not lose everything I'm hauling when I am hauling. So this is the beginning. This is day one. This will be crashing into asteroids and learning how to strafe. I kind of know how to strafe, but I'm sure we'll go through our paces a little bit differently than normal. After this, you know, it might be a couple weeks, couple months, who knows, but I'll continue to progress. I'll probably reach out to different combat focused content creators and get walkthroughs from different types of fighting so that we can sort of gather all that knowledge up and see what works best for our style. And I'll try to take you along with me so that you can learn this kind of stuff if you're interested in getting better as well. It'll be fairly casual. I'm not trying to be the best, but I think we'll still get plenty out of it. So thanks for joining me. And in looks like now less than a minute, well, it depends on how long it takes me to get to Everest Harbor, we will be checking out this cargo refactor. Like I said, how's everybody doing today though? Welcome. Shifty, I saw you like half an hour ago. Appreciate you coming in. Early gang, gonna Earl. Squirrels Lord Ganging, thank you so much for the good lucks. I'll probably need it. Mrs. Tomato, of course, chilling with the new emotes, might I say. Firebird, good afternoon. Excuse me, good afternoon, welcome. 07's Joe. Judge Conan, how you doing? Cotton, I see you. Howdy. Azura, good morning. Have I played any of 3.14, 3.17.4? I haven't. This is my first time playing the game this week. If you're looking for somebody who plays this game a lot, I don't really get to. I play it every week. I have at least 1 or 2 streams where I'm playing this game throughout the week. But overall, I don't really get to play very much. I'm spending most of my time writing at this point. All right, trying to get around the planet over to the space station. We might actually not have time for the cargo refactor. I might end up doing that on Friday. We can talk about it because I am, my stream's going to be ending early today. It's going to be ending, my brother-in-law is in town. We haven't seen him in like a year and a half. So we're going to hop over and hang out with him a little bit tonight. So I won't be streaming too long tonight, which is why we're getting right into it. Do I also look into ship loadouts? I don't, not really. I would say if you're interested in ship loadouts, I'd check out Subliminal. He's got a lot of great stuff on ship loadouts, ships to choose, that kind of jazz. Have I seen the new RSI ship leak? I have. Indeed, indeed. I am, actually, I tweeted about it earlier today about the ridiculousness of how much money they're probably going to make. They're probably going to raise an absurd amount of money in the next 4-5 weeks or so. Probably record-breaking amounts. I'm actually kind of surprised at how many ships they've got hidden in the background, especially because they're not talking about all of them on the monthly reports. That's what that tells me. They're over here like, oh, the art team last month worked on the Argo SRV, and that's it. And I'm like, bro, there's like, it's like 4 ships coming up. And we already know a couple of them are nowhere ready to release, so Art's got to be doing something. Jesus, 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 I can't see. I can't see. Is there a spire in front of me? I can't. My game's freezing. Remember what I said about those frame rates? Hopefully I'll even be able to fight in this. This is... Playing Star Citizen on this computer is just misery. But I am heading home soon. We're going back to the US at the end of the month. I have a slightly better computer build over there, so that one might help me a bit. It definitely has striking similarities to the other large RSI ships outside of the Bengal, which is an oldie but a good eye. Good eye? Is that Australian? An oldie but a goodie is what they're called. Or so I've heard. Alright, I'm gonna save my location here real quick and then double check the time. Yeah, see, I've only got 7 minutes till we're meeting up. So we'll do the cargo refactor on Friday. I hope you guys don't mind getting the late news from your boy, the Tomato, but I promise there'll be a little bit extra insight, and I'll even have some like video stuff to throw on the screen, you know, classic style. As you can see, I am med gown fighting today. I'm a dog fighter with no clothes. Doing it the only way it's meant to be. I'm just gonna set my respawn here so that if we do die, scratch that, when we do die, I don't have to spawn all the way back at ArcCorp and wait for my frames to go above 9. You disagree they will break record sales? SC cannot be immune to the world economic slowdown. We'll see. I mean, that depends. If the they've already been breaking record sales for the entire year, why wouldn't they do it for one more month? Late toes. Toes gang. Late toes are still good toes, my man. You're writing up some details for our shenanigans at IAE next week? Ooh, do tell. Well, maybe not here, but I will look into... Maybe I should just tell myself do read. I'll be checking that out. I look forward to it. I'm going to actually be out of town. I hate that this event, IAE, goes on during Thanksgiving week because it's almost a guarantee I'm going to have to fly, if not across the world, across the country for Thanksgiving. And so I miss like 10 of the 13 days of IAE. It's very frustrating. There are so many new people. I think they will break the record again. We will see. We will see. We shall see. Does anybody know like what their biggest November-December poll has been? Current location. We do not want to respawn at ArcCorp. Wait. This screen is so who designed this screen? It's confusing. I feel like this is the kind of screen you should be able to look at for 2 seconds and understand what's going on. So they tell me that my current regen location is Kel2RX Clinic, which doesn't tell you the station you're at. So like if you're changing from one station to another, it's kind of confusing. but then the arrow is pointing towards this. So the idea is that this is your current location and you can change it to this one, but I don't get that when I look at this. I always want to assume this is where I'm gonna be. Like this is where I am at the moment, and I should reset this location with this button. They got a plan for idiots like myself to read this stuff. Somebody didn't take that into account. Is IAE already next week? I think it starts next weekend in like 12 days, 13 days? No, it starts in 9 days. Yeah. 13 days is like 2 weeks. That's not exactly what I was going for. You've always been confused about that? About the regen screen? Yeah, it's an annoying one. UI has always been kind of a pain point in this game. There are many usability issues in SC, yeah. It's not just UI. Usability as a whole is, they're like, can you use it? No? Oh well. Good f***ing luck. Do I think CIG will be able to make the MFDs easier to use? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot they could do. Like Elite Dangerous, for example, has some pretty good controls for being able to just quickly look at the screens. And then once they fix interaction mode so it's a little bit smoother and easier to use, I think the MFDs will be much more useful. What hangar am I in? Easier? Yes. Easy? Maybe. Yeah, Safflin. Agreed. Where was my Hornet? Hangar 7. Okay. I just realized actually first I'm going to back out and we're going to get with John in the menu and then start from there. So let me drag him into my room and we'll get chatting. Hello. What is this streamer? I don't like Discord sound effects. Stop that.
Man, what's going on here? Hey, what up?
Hey, dude. How you doing?
Every time I got streamer mode on, people drag me in and stuff, and like I don't hear anything, so I'm always like, what the
hell? Yeah, and I had it off, so when I dragged you in, it made obnoxious sound effects, and I didn't like it. Let me add you on. Let me add you in the main menu here real quick. Oh. What's your name again? I mean, I know your name,
Jonathan Winters, but with H.
Ah. H. There we go. Cool.
I got it.
All right.
So I got good news and bad news.
Okay, I like both.
Good news is I'm at Hurston. Bad news is I'm in jail.
It is still Hurston.
Yeah, it's still Hurston.
That's just what happens when you're a good dog fighter. You end up in jail at some point.
That's what happens when you forget to reset your jail time before going to bed.
Ah, that too, yeah. Let's see. So you said today, actually go ahead. Tell me, give me a little run through of what we're doing today.
We're going to be learning some pip evasion. So we're going to go over general use of the pip and kind of understanding it a little bit better so that everybody here can have a little bit more knowledge about how they can use the pip to their advantage.
Cool. And we actually talked a bit about this for anybody who's here in the podcast last week. Pips are more useful than just to see where your bullets are going to go. Your shots are going to go, and that's what we're going to learn a little bit about today. If you haven't seen that podcast, check it out. It's on the second channel. Me and John went at it for like a good hour, just talking about combat basics and what to expect. Okay. They always freak me out. The fact that like all of these space stations habs look so much like Port Olisar's habs makes me scared every time I respawn. I'm like, crap, did I end up at Port Olisar?
Yeah, you're at the right place. I see you. You're only 60k away.
Cool. Great podcast.
Yeah,
Thank you,
sometimes
Safin.
get confused.
Does that mean I never go to jail? Judge Conan, there you go. You're on it. On the money. Zinger. But yeah, I know. I never go to jail. I can't kill people. It's up to you to decide if that's because of morals or because I just suck.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Almost out of here.
All right, we got that Super Hornet.
Stand by.
Hey, do I get to shoot stuff today?
Delivered to the following location.
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting at each other.
Cool. So as long as I'm shooting. Oh, there's a ship out there.
Oh, there'll be a lot.
Last November
Sweet, that
plus
was enough.
December.
Right. I should be out in a minute.
All right, cool. Last November and December brought in $31 million, which was $6 million more than 2020. This year, every single month has beaten records by what looks like an average of around 35%. Yeah, I think they're going to beat last year. I mean, I can't quantify 31 million and be like, yeah, this ship plus this ship plus this ship plus all the times the number of backers. But like every month this year has been huge. I can't imagine with all of these. I mean, the freaking Corsair, for starters, is a huge favorite. Medical Pisces, like people love the Pisces. A medical variant is a no-brainer. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Hey, were you just talking?
Yes, but in my stream, not here.
Oh, okay, cool. I hear you in game. It's like, hold on a second.
Oh, because I have the thingy.
No biggie. I thought I was just missing you.
Yeah, no, you good.
Cool.
Gucci.
Yeah, but like the medical Pisces
Yeah,
too.
game, ignore it.
And then we've got the Drake ship that's, unannounced.
You know, I'm gonna find that for now. Give me a
And we've got this RSI ship that's unannounced. Plus there might be a ground vehicle. Maybe. And it's probably not straight to flyable, but like there are a lot of very player friendly things coming out. And yeah, I think they have a really good chance of making the most money they've ever made in the last quarter. The Lynx? I don't know if it's the Lynx. I just recall them talking about an unannounced ground vehicle at some point over the last few months. That might have been the STV, actually, now that I think of it. Don't remember if there was one or two.
All right, coming up.
Why does SC get so boring and exciting so fast? Because it's not consistent. It's not enough in it to be consistent yet. I missed a question up there. Celts, what you will train in combat? Are you mouse and keyboard or hotas? I am mouse and keyboard. You should drop by the Avenger Squadron Discord if you want to get some more PvP training. I plan on doing something with Avenger. We've flown a couple of times together, but haven't really gotten to do any training sessions, but got plans to. We've talked about it, just never set it up. Love to come fly with you guys. Has anyone seen Andor season? Oh God. So I started Andor late. I only started it about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. Just because I was like, I like to let the episodes, I like to be able to take it at whatever pace I want. Let a lot of episodes come out, and then if I want to watch them one day after the other, so be it. If I want to wait a week, so be it. So I watched like 3 episodes in a group, and then I watched another 3 episodes in a group, and now I think I'm on episode 8 or something like that. And I thought episode 8 was the final episode because I started late. I was like, oh, okay, it's all done. Let me start watching it. And I was like, oh, 8 episodes. That's not very many, but I'm sure they're great. They were great. I loved them. And then I got to episode 6 and I heard that there were more coming out. And I was like, oh! So, I'm pumped. Andor is honestly one of my favorite TV shows I've ever watched, I think. I really liked it. It's been... And that's also partially because of all the history in Star Wars, but overall, I just love the writing. I love the angle. But I hate spoilers. Watch it. Yeah, it's 12 episodes, which is just goodness. Ah. I don't watch many of the Star Wars seasons series either. I'm glad I picked this one. Some of the new guys are amazing pilots, lots of great knowledge from everyone in there, even a lot of keyboard and mouse flyers. So when you say great knowledge, where are they bringing it from? How much do other combat sims translate over to Star Citizen in that aspect? Dang, so I'm almost caught up then. I need to be very careful. I need to wait until next week to watch episode 10. I'm catching up and I'm gonna be pissed when I can't watch the next episode.
Hey, Tomato, you're using a Hornet, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I'll pull out a Saber then.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Would I stream my naked legs on the
Guess we'll fire it up today.
That's a request. As long as I get to wear my toe socks. Where are my toe socks? Ah. Naked legs plus the toe socks. The comfortable space tomatoes from my head to my toes in warmth. No, really though, this makes a great Christmas present if you want something that grips your feet real nice, shows off your love for tomatoes in vacuum, and tells you where your toes are. This is only the right toe, the right sock. Like, hold on, wait for it. Come on, I gotta show you guys what it looks like. When you wear them, it says my toes. It literally lets everybody know what's underneath your socks. All socks should do this, not all do. This is an important selling point and a great reason to buy these for your loved ones for Christmas. No, honestly, I just really like them. And also, obviously, if you want to support us, it's a great way to support. But in reality, all of our top supporters will probably be getting a pair regardless, so I hope you enjoy them.
I got 45 seconds on my claim time.
Cool. Are you in here with me? Where are you? I don't see your name.
Yeah. I'm right across the monitors from you.
Red helmet or yellow helmet or green vest?
Yeah, I'm the dirty Q-tip.
Cool. Ew. God. It's a bad image in my head.
I know, right? Isn't it horrible?
You've been watching Babylon 5 in order for the first time? Watched it when you were younger. Babylon 5's like classic sci-fi TV, right? Detained. 07's. SE is a beast within itself with the current flight model. A lot of the knowledge comes from personal development. Okay, and hours of reviewing how flight works to the core. I see. I was sitting here thinking you meant new people like coming into the game, but you meant new people joining into the squadron. That's cool. We are really struggling in my own org to get more people. We have a couple of people who are into ship combat and escorting and that kind of stuff, but we're struggling to get like a solid group of people that can kind of lead that charge in our org. I fully believe...
Go on my ship.
Gotcha, I'll head to mine. I fully believe that every organization should teach all of their members how to evade or defend themselves, and definitely have a solid group of people that can be dependent on for combat prowess. We don't have that in my org. So we're trying to work on that because that's going to be really important, especially with some of the changes coming up. Oh, hello there. Hope you don't mind. This is my elevator. Oh, okay. Guess they don't mind. Got thrown into the live, didn't realize I was streaming. Did it just pop up on your recommended? They do that sometimes. How you doing, Lev? It's the beauty of YouTube streaming. Okay. Won't necessarily be quite as good as a video, but I hope this is at least an educational stream for anybody who, like me, wants to get a little better at fighting. Changes are exciting, yeah. Glad to hear you're doing well, Lev Plays. What do you play, Lev? If you don't mind me asking. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember how to turn off coupled mode. Ah, yeah, I do. Thank you, Tom. Thoughts on the cargo missions?
Espacio let's go to Aberdeen.
I have things to say about the combat missions. I'm going to save that for Friday because I'll be going over all of the cargo refactor stuff on my stream on Friday. Ultimately, I'm a little bit confuzzled when it comes to the cargo missions. I think they've got something good. And I think they're doing a good job of like trying to separate cargo from, or cargo trading from cargo hauling. But I feel like they are kind of going about it in a weird way that I'm not sure. It doesn't quite match with the sim environment. I want to hear more about it. You've been mostly playing SC, but lately Valorant and Valheim. I tried to get into Valheim. I did. I had a good time with it. I just don't have the time to stick with it. Played Valorant a couple times too. Solid game, solid shooter. All right, I have arrived. Why don't I have a name marker on you? You can see me?
Yeah, it's a bug here. Let me, we're gonna unparty once we get there, so don't worry about it.
That might be you.
It should be.
Are you in the Saber?
Yeah, that's me. Let's
Okay.
go to OM1. It's a bug with party when you get out of prison. One of the many beautiful bugs of the game.
OM1. Valorant is cool. I still call Halo my favorite shooter, but Valorant is great. All right, let's get some like combat music going, yeah?
Okay, I guess the
Something a little
first
more
thing
fitting.
before we start is let's kind of fight. I'm not really gonna try to destroy you here or anything. I just want to see how you maneuver.
Oh boy.
I want you to go in with the full intent of trying to kill me.
Am I uncoupled or do you just want me to fly how I normally
Yes, decoupled. Well, for now, well, nah. Yeah, decoupled. Let me see how you fly in decoupled.
do? All right.
Go for it.
Hold on. Shall I remove me from the party? Is that what you're...
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. Gosh, this is going to be... Don't look, everyone.
Oh,
Wow, this ship is... Oh, this ship is... I've been fighting... What have I been fighting in lately? It's the Gladius. This ship feels much more sluggish. Surprising. Who am I training with? Jonathan Winters, another YouTuber.
Interesting.
What's up?
There we go, that works. Okay. Go for it.
Go ahead. Okay. I have no sense of my... I have no sense of movement in space when I'm decoupled. Don't tell me to check fire, lady.
Distance. That's good.
I...
Okay, so now let's go ahead and stop our ship. So go ahead and hold space break.
Alright.
So the first thing we're going to touch is understanding the pip. So you are on lead or lag, pip?
I'm on lead, I believe.
Awesome. Okay, so your pip should be like right on top of mine, right? Or on top of my ship, I should say.
Wait, hold on. Where is my pip? I don't actually...
Yeah, it's right on top of him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, the pip is that freaking little square right on top of the ship right now.
For some reason I thought it was like an X before.
Hold space break. I think you're drifting a little.
Just trying to be close, man.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what happens with the pip every single time. So go ahead and strafe to the right.
Okay.
And you're going to notice the pip will start moving to my left.
Mm-hmm.
that's showing you relative motion. So for example, if I were to strafe in this direction, you don't have to move at all. I'll show you for this one. So if I go this way, right? Pip's gonna separate.
Yep.
So if I bring it back the other way, it's gonna neutralize, which means it's gonna go back to your ship, and then the other way.
Mm-hmm.
If I neutralize here, which is center it, we're right back at middle, and we're both sitting right in front of each other. Now, that's important because let's say we're moving, right? So go ahead and strafe to the right or left.
Okay.
And right there, you can stop. So right now, don't stop, just don't put in more inputs.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, keep going.
All right.
And let go of your inputs. Okay, so you're drifting to the left right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am drifting to the left with you. So to us, it looks like we're not moving at all, but we're actually moving in space right now.
Yeah.
And you can tell we're relative in velocity, meaning that to you and me, we're both not moving because our pip is neutralized. And neutralized again means that the pip is right on top of the ship. So for example, if I start strafing to the left again, now you're going to see the pip separate again. And now you'll start to see my ship drift in front of your screen as well. If I neutralize, you'll see that the relative velocity between us is going to be the same now. So now it looks like we're not moving again.
Yeah. That was that was a nice revelation when you told me that, being able to use the pips, because you like you said, the G-force indicators are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they don't help much. So I'm gonna do a little exercise with you, and this is to make sure you understand it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift in one direction, and then I'm gonna tell you to neutralize the pip, and I just want you to neutralize it.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah, go for it. Beautiful. All right. Neutralize again. Beautiful. And one more time. Beautiful. And I'll stop right here. So see, we're neutralized, no motion. You start to strafe, it looks away, and then you neutralize. Go ahead. And boom, we're zero relative again. Now, why is that important? Okay. Shoot at me. Every shot is going to land as long as your cursor is on me and I don't back away from you like that. My bad. Here, you know what? The space break so we're not moving.
Okay.
And let me move to your right so that the sun isn't in my face. So say we're at this range, right? We're at 1,000 meters and I'm trying to close the distance on you. And go ahead and shoot at me. So every shot here is going to land. Go ahead and stop. And then what ends up happening is if I come at you in a straight line, like say maybe I'm here, go ahead, shoot, and I'm coming towards you, I'm gonna eat every single one of those shots because I'm very linear. Now the thing is, I don't want the pip to separate a lot, because if I do this and I try to close the gap with you, I'll never reach you because the pip shows me as separating from you, right? So here I'm boosting forward the whole way, but because I'm moving sideways so fast, I'll never catch you.
Right, just orbiting.
Now if I neutralize, and now I head towards you, I can approach you much faster. Let me lower my in-game real quick.
Give me 1 second. Call to prayer is going to start, so I need to close the window. Alrighty. You're not weird, Lev. I think a lot of people do get it, but for many people like myself, it's easier to just look at that center spot. Ready to go.
Take your back.
Right. Yeah.
Give me 1 segundo here. Sorry.
Mace, thanks for the resub up. Team Space Veggies. You can call me a veggie. Just remember, I'm really a fruit. But thank you. Thanks for the support. What's up, Ace?
Okay. Where was I? Okay, so moving closer to the opponent, right? And we're at 1,000. So the goal is to stay evasive while I get to you. And we established that I don't want a big pip separation because I'll never reach you. So let's say I want to approach you and I want to approach you fast. The best way to do that would be keeping the pip as close to the ship as possible.
Right.
But also moving it around. So go ahead and start shooting at me. Look at the pip as I approach you. See how I can get to you really quickly, and the whole time you were like impossible to shoot at?
Yeah.
I was impossible to shoot at?
Mm-hmm.
That's because of those pip changes. So if I strafe up this way, and I roll and then strafe up again, I can adjust the pip's position by changing strafe directions.
And how are you boosting when you strafe up?
No boost here. This is all just manual. But you see how fast it changes?
Yeah.
That's because we're close to the ship. If
Okay.
I let it do this, if I do like this far away, now when I do that, it takes much longer. So the trick is to kind of keep it close to the ship so that we're not fighting that speed so much.
You mean close to, keep the ship close to each other?
Keep the pip close to your ship.
Okay. So keep your
if it were
keep
you,
the keep
go
the
ahead.
ship close to the pip, but move around enough that the pip is kind of wiggling.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, give it a try. Do a little bit of forward here, and then as you move forward, up strafe a little bit,
Okay.
and you'll see the pip separate. And now roll 180 and hit it again. See? Now, but see, don't do too much, just a bit, just enough to move it. Yeah, see right
Yeah.
there, and keep trying to approach me.
It's definitely part of my problem has always been with this. I never know how much thrust to apply to actually throw someone's aim off. I always feel like I have to go really fast in one direction.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's all about that pip movement. And it comes with linear speeds. We'll talk a little bit more in a sec, but
Sure.
keep trying to approach me, and I want you to keep doing that. Like keep turning.
Ace, thank you for the
strafing
super
in one
chat.
direction, then turning another way.
$10.
And just remember, you can use that pip to let you know how far you're getting away.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm gonna back strafe a little bit just to let you keep practicing it. Mm-hmm. Yep. So now, you know, this is easy for me to shoot because go ahead and say you apply it. So do it. You spin the other way, strafe up. But see, I can still shoot you because there's moments where your pip isn't moving at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you start adding rotation with these up strafes, which looks a little bit more like this with the pip. You'll see it kind of do this circle around you. And
Okay.
then sometimes you can add a cut where you do fast, like a really fast roll and then up strafe. But this is a little more advanced. I didn't want to get into this yet because you're really into like mouse movement right now, and I know you want to change the HOTAS. So what we're really focusing on today is just letting you understand what that pip is doing.
Okay. That is cool.
I'm gonna show you-
It's cool to see the circle going around.
Yep. And that's called the circle strafe. When you add forward input, it's called the corkscrew, and when you add reverse input, it's just a reverse corkscrew. So let me show you how that pip is important when we get to close distance, right? So like here's the pip movement, and I'm going to show you this movement, and I'm going to do it in front of you.
Okay.
All I'm doing is going back and forth. All right. Now, when we get closer in range, like 300, 200, this is called the knife fighting distance, and this is where a lot of like of the close range really comes into play. So like when we're in this range, forget about the pip. The pip is irrelevant. What becomes the pip now is your ship. So now if I'm doing those pip movements, you'll see it a little bit in the pip because we're close. But you see, this is what I was doing from long distance, but now I'm doing it from really close to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where you start to change in direction to throw off the enemy and get close to them.
And your rolling is really because your bottom thrusters are so much more powerful than your top, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I always try to position a way where I can push with the bottom thrusters. You can always tap boost just a little bit to give you that extra kick, so you can do something like this.
Whoa.
And then, of course, you have the possibility of actually using your main thrusters. So say I go this way, and then I turn sideways, I can push forward and go up this way. So it's a little bit different to evade, but it allows you to use a different form of approach. That's used more in something called pre-nosing, where like say we're fighting, I might come in sideways, so that by the time, go ahead and turn with me, by the time I get behind you, I'm already facing you while you're trying to turn around
Yeah.
the whole time.
Just kind of lining up the shot beforehand.
Exactly. All right, go ahead and try the pip evasion up close to me. Let me see if you can kind of get a feel for it. See, so the goal now, because we're close range, you want to stay as close to my ship as possible without leaving the ship's distance.
Would you say what's max range you'd think for this close? 600?
For you, no, closer, 300.
Okay.
The goal is this. Let me show you real quick. You want to be able to do this to the opponent. The whole time, it's really, really close. Because every time you get close to me and you start getting your nose on me, I'm going to push in a different direction. And that's why you can never line up, because you're constantly trying to find me while I'm trying to push into you and make you uncomfortable and have to look for me.
And what are you using to determine the angle of my ship? Are you using an MFD? You just eyesight?
Visual, eyesight.
Okay.
In close range, we're thinking about eyesight.
Gotcha.
But in medium to long range, the pip tells you everything you need.
Right.
Angle is irrelevant in space because I can come in sideways and it wouldn't matter which way I'm facing. So good. Give it a try and stay close. Try to do a roll so that you're facing like that. Yep, and there you go. Go down towards the ship and now back up towards the ship.
I don't have enough fingers for this.
Yeah, it takes a lot of dexterity and practice. It's easier for some on HOTAS, but it's very doable in keyboard and mouse.
Oh, I bet.
For those of you who know, Aiko does this keyboard and mouse, and he whoops my ass all the time.
Yeah, if you know it well enough, I'm sure you can be some of the best out there with keyboard and mouse.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, now what I want you to try doing is you're going to do those adjustments.
All right.
So say you go up this way, and then we're going to roll 180 and go up the other way. But you're going to push past the ship and then turn around to face it.
Okay.
And the goal is to not do what I just did. You don't want to be back here. You want to do
Still want to be
something
close.
more like, yeah, like I come here, you turn around, and then whoops, I don't know if you moved or I moved there.
I have lost you.
I think.
Oh yeah, I think I hit cruise instead of space brake.
Oh.
Give it a go.
Yeah, try to get, I just want you to see how it looks. I'm gonna do it one more time. So I go this way and just follow me with your nose.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, by the time you turn around, I'm right in front of you. Like,
Yeah, this ship is so slow.
Yeah, it's much slower. I think it's good that we picked mediums because it's a little bit easier to do this stuff since it gives you a little bit more time to think.
Yeah.
But I always recommend learning this stuff in light fighters because you'll be more flexible and be able to adjust things faster.
Makes sense.
All right, give it a try.
Okay, so
pip evade, so strafe up, do a 180 roll, and then go the other way. Decouple.
Oh, when did I get coupled? Okay. So
real quick, just to explain one more thing, and because I know some people are going to ask about this. The reason we use decoupled is because decoupled gives you more momentum and more control. So for example, if I couple up, which I just did, and I do that maneuver, I'm going to up strafe, and then I go to roll. See how my ship just stopped? Like, I don't want that because I'm an easy target.
yeah.
I want to up strafe, roll, the ship is still moving, and up strafe the other direction. So the whole time I have movement going on.
I turned John up a little bit. Okay.
All right, give it a try.
All right, so
Actually, let's give you from long to close range. So pip evade as you approach, move further. Work your way up, and then you're gonna pass the ship in 180. Start turning. Boost forward, and there you go. Try one more time. Try to land within 200 meters now.
all right. So I should be back further, right? I should be starting from a little further away.
Let's start
Okay.
further out. Yeah. All right, go for it.
All right.
Give it a roll. Yep. Strafe around. Move that pip around. Start turning.
God, I get so disoriented so quickly. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
is he
yeah.
moving or is that just me?
I moved it a little bit there because I don't want to collide. If you ever want to ram people, keep the pip neutralized and just go straight. As long as you keep it neutralized, you'll ram.
You ever want to ram people, just hit them with your ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so this maneuver again, I'm going towards you, strafing up to disengage the pip, doing a 180 and then strafing up again to drop down below you, right?
You don't have to do up and down. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, here, I'll do it one time just to show you. So I go forward, I strafe up, I roll 180, strafe up, and I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to keep rolling 180 and strafing up.
Gotcha.
So that you see how the pip keeps going back and forth, back and forth?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to try to do.
Okay.
This is a very simple 180 counter move. And then as you get close, you need to slow down because you don't want to go super fast. And then I'm going to boost it the other direction, go behind, and I'm behind you by the time you turn around.
Okay. Gotcha. Back up.
Give me 1 second. Do me a favor, talking in Discord again real quick, Space?
Oh, yeah.
There you go, you're good.
Auto recouples when you press cruise. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Now past the ship. Start turning your nose towards the back of my ship. A little forward, 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 forward. There you go. Perfect. Stop it. Much better. Remember,
Okay.
you have to start counteracting the force when you decouple because, like, when I'm going this way, right, and I start turning, I can't keep back strafing. I got to forward strafe now.
Yeah.
To counteract that backwards movement.
Newton and all his stuff.
All right, give it another try.
All right. Going forward, strafing up. Strafing up. Oh, I strafed up too much that first one.
You're good. No, that was perfect. Don't keep the pip neutralized. You always want to move it.
Oh my god, now I'm so lost.
Neutralize it. Neutralize it. There you go. Remember, whenever you lost, neutralize.
Okay.
You never want to neutralize in front of a ship though, because it's, you know, easy target.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Not good life choice.
Yeah, exactly. But if they can't see you, like when I'm here, I can neutralize because I mean you can't shoot at me.
Yeah,
so
that's a
it
good
doesn't
life
matter.
choice.
Yeah. So a lot of later on when you get like better at this and you feel more comfortable, a lot of it is what you always want to do when you pass them is neutralize, so that you can change the distance like this again.
Oh, we got another pilot here.
Hello? The librarian. Hello, librarian. Who is Scorpius?
One of yours?
Nah, I don't know who he is.
Huh.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Oh, I'm not targeting you. There we go. Same thing as before?
Yep.
Okay.
See how I'm kind of still hitting you as you approach?
Yeah.
The reason is because you're when you're doing the approach, you're doing this. You come in, you roll this way, and you kind of keep it here, and then you roll only a little bit. Try to change its direction so that it goes in a different direction. So
Okay.
if I have it here, I want it to go that way. You can pass the ship. Don't feel bad about passing the ship or anything. But the point is to get it from one side to the other side.
Gotcha.
Go for it. Change it. There you go. See how those missed? Change it. There you go. Change it.
Just feel like I don't get enough time to turn all the way over. Ooh, just neutralized.
And neutralize. Beautiful. Well, you're stopping your ship wall, so you're doing good on that. And yeah, the reason... Okay, so what you can start applying now, instead of waiting for the roll to finish to do your upstrafe, just start doing your upstrafe as soon as you start the roll. So here, if I start my upstrafe, you'll see how it goes in a circle.
Kind of corkscrew, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. And then I can just speed up the roll to change its direction.
Okay.
So, but the pip is always moving. Like, this makes it very difficult for someone to land a shot.
So why don't people just sit on upstrafe and like wiggle back? And I mean, is that what you're teaching me? Just
It sort of is, but no. The reason people don't do it is because you want to be able to approach people. I mean, some people do. If you fight people who use mid-range a lot, that's what they do. They upstrafe and they right strafe, so it looks like this. Here, I'll show you. So they do this. They corkscrew the whole time, and then when you start your nose on the target, they'll reverse the corkscrew by changing direction like this. and then they'll maybe go this way. Then you get your nose, they corkscrew this way. You get your nose, they corkscrew this way, and it keeps going on and on and on.
Mm-hmm. But it's all about that acceleration, change of direction.
Yep. The goal is to not let this pip separate so much so that we can change that speed.
Gotcha. Somebody in my chat asked, when I neutralize, am I just space braking? Right now, because he's not moving, I am, but I imagine the best option is to make sure to specifically counteract your movement, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Do not space brake in combat. Space brake will get you killed. The only time you space brake is when, like, we're just, whatever, stopping for whatever reason. There's other times you space brake, but for now, when you're learning this stuff, avoid space brake. You want to rely fully on understanding the pip and how to move your inputs to match the pip's direction.
Okay.
Go for it. So do your up strafe, come forward, and up strafe as you roll. Keep the up strafe going, and then just adjust the roll speed to adjust the pip. There you go. See how now it's like always moving?
Mm-hmm. I think.
No, it is. You're doing good. Here, let's do this. As you approach me, keep your up strafe held and just adjust the roll as needed. So you may have to, like, here, I'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna go forward, I'm gonna roll, and then I'm gonna up strafe, roll, up strafe, roll, up strafe. But I'm rolling the whole time here.
Yeah.
Up strafe.
Are you always forward thrusting too?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to get closer. But you don't have to, because I don't want you to zoom past and you're not trying to chase
we're not
me,
working,
right?
moving, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, ready?
Go for it. Mm-hmm. See how now it's already harder for me to shoot you at long distance. Close range I'll still hit because you're not fast enough yet, but long distance it already becomes almost impossible. Yeah, beautiful. That's perfect.
All right. Kind of starting to feel
a
it.
little more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it. Let's do a little bit more fun now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fight for position. What that looks like is I'm gonna give you deneutralizing first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force a neutralization. I want you to push the pip away so that I can't neutralize you.
Okay.
All right, go for it. Feel free to use boost too. Perfect. I think you have a good understanding of that. All right, we're going to do the opposite now.
I'm going to
So
try
now
and
I
keep with
want
you.
you. This is the harder one. I want you to neutralize me, and I'm going to stop you from neutralizing.
Okay.
Go for it. Perfect. You see how every time, I wanted to illustrate there's something for you.
Mm-hmm.
You see how every time you start to get that neutralization, it kicks in the opposite way?
Yeah.
The reason that's happening is because, let's say we're here and go ahead and neutralize. All I have to do is push the pip in the same direction you're pushing it, and you help me push the pip further. Does that make sense?
I'm adding momentum to it.
Exactly. So I'm using that momentum, like if you were in jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, some stuff like that, to help me push that pip even further than you wanted.
Yeah. And
so
then
the trick
and
is
then when
to
you
kind of bait it.
And then when you change direction, it's a much greater difference.
Exactly. Because, like, let's say we're here, right? And, like, go ahead and neutralize that pip. You're probably going to come full force at me, and I'm going to see that, and I'm going to push it all the way the other way.
Yeah.
And now we're back to square one. So the goal is to kind of cancel it right in time, or roll the other way so you can catch their push right on time.
It's a mind game.
It is. And it comes with time. So let me show you with that. We're going to do the exact same thing we're doing with neutralization. But now we're going to do it close range. So forget the pip. I want you to think of the ship as the pip.
Okay.
And go ahead and neutralize. Use your up strafes. Don't just look. Because see how your ship is a little bit off to my side? You want to bring it back towards the center. Yep.
It's when we're doing it like this. Whenever you whip back across my view, I feel drunk. Like I feel like my ship is going way faster than I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it seems like it. But yeah, that's exactly what we're doing at long distance with the pip. Only you see the difference now when we're close range. The difference is we need very little inputs to do it because we're so close to each other. Like this is very little movement. The closer I get, the less movement I need. Like I barely have to move here, and I'm out of your nose angle. So it's all about doing these like micro pushes where you do something like this, just a tiny bit, just a tiny tap of boost and push the other way, and you're already like behind them. Less is more in this game.
Right. And
especially when you're neutralized.
That's so hard to get. I think that's the biggest thing as inexperienced fighter is you feel like you have to apply so much more thrust to to accomplish your goal than you need to.
Yeah. When you in reality you don't. It's very little movements. I'm gonna show you a really good example. We're gonna let's pick a side and strafe in that direction. Actually, just strafe up would be the easiest.
Okay.
I'm gonna match you, and we're gonna keep going up. Just keep going all the way. Make sure you're decoupled. I'm gonna keep about this range. Keep going up. Full power up.
All the way?
Try to
Okay.
push. Yeah, we're gonna go full speed here. I want to show another point. This is why the pip is so important. I'm gonna show you why top speed and speeds in general don't matter.
Okay, I'm going all the way up about 900.
Okay.
1,000.
All right, so I'm gonna match with you. So right now we're going full speed. We're 1,000 meters a second right now.
Yep.
But because I've neutralized, I can get to you really easily. Like all I have to do is keep neutralizing that pip. So I go this way. Oh, I think you have a higher top speed than me. What the hell? But see, as long as it's neutralized, even though I'm going at full speed here, like I can still close the gap on you. It's going to be hard for me because, you know, we have almost the exact same speed. But yeah, as long as we're relative motion here, there's no problem getting closer to people.
Right.
And then again, look at the pips moving. Like I can still move it around just as fast. Like that top speed doesn't matter. What matters is acceleration rate. So as long as I keep that pip semi-neutralized, I can still pull off these maneuvers even when we're going top speed in one direction. All right, go ahead, space break.
It was good to thank you so much for the support.
Actually,
Thanks for
let's
becoming a member
aim at
on the
our
channel.
TVI in retrograde, which is the way we're going. Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you catching. This has to do with the pip. So basically what we were doing there is going high speed. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go high speed.
Okay.
And then I want you to catch my ship by getting close to me. Perfect. Slow down, push it back the other way. What I like to do is first establish a neutralization, so you match the vector and then adjust as needed.
Okay.
So neutralize. Let me get some more distance on you here. No, let me make it a little harder for you. Neutralize.
It's way out there.
And now you can easily close the distance because you're neutralized.
Yeah.
So now let me show you how we neutralize much more quickly. So I'm gonna right strafe on you here. And I want you to neutralize it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna let go of right strafe. Let me first match vector here. Where the hell am I going? Let me see. This way. Okay, so what I want you to do is, you see how my pip is to your, what is it, to your right?
It's to my left.
To your left, okay. Are you using head tracking or anything like that?
No. Oh, did I fly too far?
No, you're fine, I'll come back. I'll see you. So what you're going to do, since you don't have track IR, is you're going to use the radar system to help you guide. So that little dish at the bottom, as soon as we get back in range here.
Oh yeah, I'm way out here.
I'm coming. All right, here's pretty good. I'm going to match, look at the meters per second. That shows 500.
Yeah.
We're going to bring it to 0 so we have no closing distance. right, it's gonna be 300 because we're kind of all right here. So what you're gonna do is look at the radar. It's like right. Don't put any more inputs. Leave it exactly how we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how the pip is extremely separated. So what I'm doing is I'm right strafing here. So if you right strafe with me, you'll never catch me because we have the same velocity. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pitch your nose to the left so that you're looking at where my pip is showing you I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, pitch to the left.
Got it.
I can't. Are you? I can't even. Boost. Go forward. Let me see if you got it right. It's so hard to see you from here. Hold on one sec. No, other way. Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
Oh. Wait,
How do I explain this? No, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
Keep
you
your inputs,
were...
let me-
Okay, I get you. So because your pip was going off to the left, I should be aiming right?
Let me see what you're seeing on your screen. Hold on. Let me see. This makes it a little bit easier. Does that make sense?
Say again?
You know what? Let's get close. Stop your ship. I'm gonna come to you.
All right.
This is a little
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
need
you're
to
trying to do
get my
is-
speed limiter down.
No, leave it off. You want to keep your speed limiter off.
All right, so I'm coming to a stop.
Yep. I'm gonna show you this by illustrating it up close, so it makes a little more sense. I know it's a little weird.
Okay.
Shut up, Aiko. I nobody got time for you right now. Love you, man. Okay, so right here, right? So let's say, shoot to my left-hand side. Perfect. So let's say the pip is aiming right there where you just shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to keep facing further that way. So keep going, 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 and stop. So now you're 90 degrees positioned relative to me, right? Like your
Yep.
ship is facing... Yep. So what you're doing is flying into the pip. So if you forward... So I'm going to left strafe here and go ahead and forward boost. See how you fly towards my pip?
Yes,
And then here we're neutralized again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go left and go forward. And neutralized. And then you would face me.
Okay, so I'm
See, so
using my thrust,
ahead.
my back thrust to catch up with your side strafe.
exactly. So here we're gonna demonstrate it by facing nose to nose. So we're nose to nose. So now you're gonna face the direction you need to face. Go left. More, more, more. Don't aim at me. Aim where the pip is going. Yep, there you go. Now neutralize. Ah, too much. See how little input you need though to catch me? Because I'm
Yeah.
using my side engine while you're using your main thruster.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to use the main thrusters to push into the pip direction so that you can get closer faster than they can get away.
Okay, can we try that at distance?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're neutralized. I'm gonna strafe left here. And go ahead, pitch your nose more. Boom, you're neutralized already. See how little that took?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're trying to use advantage of. So like if I'm going this way and I want to neutralize your ship, I'm going to point my thrusters in the direction of your ship, and you'll see me coming sideways now doing this. So now I'm coming at you sideways. And then I can corkscrew to get my nose back on you and position however I want. But the point is coming sideways. Aim where the pip is going and come in sideways to the ship.
And that seems like a very easy, like getting people to do that seems like a great chance to throw them off more when you flip.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Because like I said, we can when we get more advanced techniques, right? Like we come in closer little by little. I'll kind of pip evade. I'll work my way in. I'll start to slow down. That's another thing in this game. You don't want to merge. You want to slow down before you pass the opponent, so you're in this range. And then that's where I can start to think about positioning, and maybe I catch you a little bit off guard, and I can come in this way with a sideway entry like that. And then all of a sudden, I'm already shooting at you the whole time while you're trying to turn around.
Right.
But that was complete sideways. And all you do here is I forward thrust a little bit, I back up again, and you're trying to match my pip because you think I'm going forward when in reality I'm trying to get around your side. All right, let's do a little kind of battle here. I want to see how you feel with everything, and we'll go from there. You're not going to get this right away.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, it takes time, but I want you to be cognizant of the pip's movement.
All right. What's up, Anno? How you doing?
And I'm gonna move in a way that can help you. Like I'm not gonna try to like shit on you here. Like I want to see you feel comfortable using it. So go ahead and just, I don't know, try to kill me.
Okay.
Shields hit. Check fire.
Alright. Neutralize that pip. If you want to land shots, you need to neutralize.
Check fire.
Alright, let me make it a little easier.
Check fire.
See how hard it is when you're trying to also shoot people?
Yeah.
There you go. See? When it's neutralized, those will land easily. Neutralize it. There you go. Nice.
Ah!
Alright. You got disoriented there.
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know if it's the low frame rate, but every once in a while I just get completely turned around.
It could be. I think it's part of your controls. I think you over steer sometimes. It's what I'm noticing. I'm curious. How do you have your setup right now for your mouse aim? How do you move around?
What do you mean?
What's your pitch and yaw?
Like the sensitivity settings?
No. I mean, just like how do you move your ship? Like what controls your pitch and yaw of your ship?
Up and down for pitch on the mouse, forward and backwards on the mouse, and then I'm rolling with
Left
E and
and-
Q, and then left and right. Yeah, on the mouse.
Yeah. Okay. When you move your mouse right and left, that yaws it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have the default setup.
Do people
I think it's
fly
just
it
getting used to it.
otherwise?
No. Well, I hope not. Some people might. That's a good setting. There's one thing you could do that might help you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a toggle system where you toggle between relative mode and the current system you're using. I don't know. What the hell's the key for it?
Yeah, search function in this.
Go to your controls. Let's see if I can set this up. Let's go to mouse controls, key bindings, and mouse. There's something in here where you toggle between relative mode and the other mode.
For movement?
I think it's under flight movement, and there should be something that says like toggle. What the hell was it? It's toggle between relative mode and VJoy. Let me see if anybody in my chat.
I do recognize that. Speed limiter, decoupled.
Maybe. Might be targeting or target cycling.
Switch reticule.
Nope.
It's on game settings.
It's in game settings. No, we wanna toggle for it. We don't want to have it on to just one mode. It's in ship movement. It says chat. Thank you, Hobby. Love you, man. You're the best.
Ship.
Here it is, cycle mouse
movement.
mode, VJoy and relative.
Cycle. Oh yeah, there it is.
What key binding do you have for that, if any?
It's not set.
Give it something, whatever you want, whatever's easy for you to press.
Uh,
I think you might be able to do middle mouse. I don't know what middle
yeah,
mouse does by default.
I'll do mouse 4 button. I don't think I have anything on that.
Okay. So this setting is very useful. I can't aim for shit using the VJoy function. It just, my brain does not compute that. But if I switch to VJoy, I can snipe the hell out of people, especially coming from FPS games. So what I used to do when I would play mouse and keyboard is I would use VJoy mode, which is the mode that shows that line when you move your mouse around.
Yes.
And I would use that to turn around fast on people, and then I would switch to this mode, relative mode, to aim because it feels more like an FPS game.
It does. Okay, I see. So this is the difference between. I see. Is that actually change the way that your ship works, or is it just changing the readout?
It just changes how the game reads your mouse input.
Okay.
I know there's some people who fly just relative mode, but it's people that use really high sensitivities, because turning around in that mode is freaking hard, dude.
I'm a mouse and keyboard, guys.
Here, so now try aiming at my pip with that mode.
Alrighty. I don't even know.
See, it's gonna be much easier.
There you are. Yeah, it's okay. This is gonna take a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, it does. But it should be much easier than the other mode.
It feels really jittery. Does this turn on ESP more or something? Feels like
I don't remember. Let's check your ESP settings. Maybe you have some wonky shit going on. Hit escape. Let's go to your options, and let's go to controls, and we're gonna give you. No, I'm sorry, game settings, and then scroll down till you see the bars. It's enhanced stick precision. Use like 7.0 degrees or some shit like that, and then on the very bottom, on the bottom of that, enhanced stick precision dampening curvature. Bring that down to 1.0.
okay. It was about at those settings.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so
Depa, classic. Thank you, Depa, for making this work. I appreciate you and your super chats. You're awesome. Okay. Yeah, this feels weird.
Yeah, it's very different to the line mode, but it's more like an FPS game. If it feels off, you can try inverting your mouse on the X-axis and see if that feels more natural to you.
I know why. Okay, I get it. I get what's going on here now. It's basically like auto-centering once you let go of the mouse.
Yes. Yeah. There's no. It's just like using a gun in the game. Like there's no yeah.
Okay. I was like, what is going on that I don't understand here? It just took me a couple seconds. Cool.
If you're ever in a turret, by the way, you want to use relative mode. You'll hit way more shots.
Always. Relative, gyro, and staggered. Every time I get in a turret.
How do you feel like your aim's like that? Better, worse, or what?
I don't know. Let's see if I can actually hit you.
Yeah, here, aim at me. Let's see how you do.
Check
It looks better. You're not hitting me because I'm corkscrewing, but it looks better. You're way more, yeah, your ship isn't doing crazy nose pitches anymore, so that's better. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, that other mode makes me swing so wild.
Yeah, it's really weird to aim with the other mode. So you just gotta learn to use both. Use that for aiming, and when you feel you're trying to move position, switch to the other mode.
Cool. Okay. All right. So what was it that we were doing?
I was just testing your aim. So here, let's go ahead and we're gonna fight. So go ahead, shoot at me, and I'm gonna kind of help you out here when we fight. So here, I'm just kind of moving, adjusting. You know, don't even worry about shooting. I want you to focus on staying in front of me.
Okay.
Your goal is to not let me get away. So I want you to feel, or I want you to be a little bit aggressive. So I'm chasing you sometimes as well. So what I mean by that is like when we're in these close positions here, try to push past me, but when you do it, try to come in sideways so that you turn around and you already have your nose on me.
Okay.
So here we're close. Go ahead, try to do a push. Start turning it Faster.
Yeah, okay. See, that's when I need that V-Joy off. I can't even,
exactly.
I don't have enough space on my desk. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So go ahead. I'm going to try to find me again real quick here. Okay. Push past me, but I want you to pre-nose. What that means is, like, let's say you go forward and up strafe here. As you do that, pitch your nose down. There you go. And now keep up strafing. And see how you're facing me the whole time as you do that? That's what you're trying to achieve. Try it again. Up strafe, pitch down, go forward, up strafe, up strafe. See how you come in sideways? Beautiful. All right. Try it again.
Oops,
Nope,
I went the wrong way.
Oh, that's fine. Pitch up. Yep, just pitch up early, and you could have. That's fine though. Any angle works. Like if I go in sideways, I gotta. Here, easy way to explain it. If I strafe right, I gotta aim left.
Yeah.
If I strafe left, I gotta aim right, and it's the same for up and down.
Yeah.
Go for it. But, much better. See how I'm still turning around, and you kind of have your nose on me already. Let me back up a bit. All right, try it again. Do a push. Nice. See how you got an aim the whole time?
Yeah, except you yeah, I think you kind of lost me there.
Yeah,
Were you moving?
No, I was not.
Oh,
Well,
okay, that was just me. That was just me losing myself.
Okay, so now we're going to try to fight for position. So I'm here, and I want you to do that. I want you to kind of find an opening where you feel you can push past me and do that.
All right.
Nice. You just didn't pitch in time.
Yeah.
But you got the pass. Now you got to get the pitch. Try it again. That was good. Pitched the wrong way, but you at least pushed at the right time. All right, give it another try. Oh, too early, because now see I'm behind you.
Yep.
Only do it when you're really close. So like I don't want to do it here. Let me show you one more example. So I don't want to do it here, right? Because you'll be able to see what I'm trying to do, and you can back strafe on me here.
Yeah.
Or maybe up strafe or whatever. You want to kind of jog a little bit in, get comfortable, and then oh hey, look later.
Okay.
You don't want to give me the reaction time.
It's a lot of awareness of both ship speeds.
But remember, the pip tells you all the information. The pip tells you both ship speeds. So what I like to do is I'll move around, but I don't let the pip get close. I mean far. And then when you're not looking at me, like say I do this, I'll neutralize. And then when you're just about to get there, I turn and push the other way.
Okay. Give that a try.
Let me show you what that looks like really close so you have a better inertia understanding. So let's say I'm here, right? I'm gonna go this way. Just follow me with your nose. Don't roll your ship or anything. Just follow with your nose up and down. I'm only gonna go up and down.
All right.
Up. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go slow. See how easy that is to follow. But now if I speed it up, there's no way you can react to that in time to get your nose on me in time.
Yeah.
That's why there's a difference between looking for a target and pushing the target. And pushing the target is pushing that ship control so that they're trying to waste time finding you while you're trying to get a better position.
Makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Give it a try.
All right.
Wiggle around a little, get close. Once you feel you're close enough, you can go for the push. Yep, nice. Just pre-nose.
Yeah.
You got the timing there perfectly. You just missed the pre-nose.
Okay. Wiggling.
There you go. See how you kind of you almost had it there. You let go of your input there, but for a second you had it perfect.
Oh. You can tell I'm using V-Joy again, huh?
A little bit.
So you're rolling too, right?
Yeah. I am just to match you so I can see where you're going and stuff. But I'm not straight. I'm putting a little bit of input on strafe just to kind of make you work for it a little bit, but I'm not doing anything crazy. Down. There you go.
I lost my aim before I even pushed.
The spatial awareness comes the more you do this. It's going to be a struggle at first. But eventually you'll get to a point where like you can do any direction change at any time and you know exactly where you're going. Give me 1 sec here.
That so is it okay, is it VJoy when the line is there, or is it VJoy when the line is gone?
VJoy when the line is there.
Okay.
It's virtual joystick.
Gotcha. Non-VJoy mode is so jittery.
The jitter, what's your ping on here? What, because we're an Eastern server, I think.
It might, honestly, like I said, it might be my, let me see what my frame rate is. How do I also think it's just because my hand moves a lot and I'm used to the VJoy mode smoothing that out. All right, now I can watch that. It's actually some of my best frame rates I've ever seen. 30. I'm getting 30 frames per second. Holy crap.
What kind of PC do you have, Space?
It's got a bunch of interesting parts. It's, what is it? An i7-9700K, 1080 Ti, SSD, 32
oh, you got
gigs
a
of RAM.
1080. That's why you're struggling. Okay.
Yeah. My CPU actually is usually running like 99% load when I'm playing this game.
Oh yeah. I had the 97. I just upgraded to the 99 just for streaming and stuff. It's brutal.
I can't wait.
Dude, you can do it on eBay. You can find them for like $100 sometimes on a bid war.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I did just to get the multi-threading. The multi-threading helped a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna give you another thing to think about. Like when you're doing these changes, the goal is to always have up strafe going, basically. Not always. When you get more advanced, you can use right strafe, left strafe, and cut it in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
But the goal for you is going to be always apply forward and up strafe, or I'm sorry, always apply up strafe, use forward as needed and reverse as needed, and then always roll as needed, so that you're moving at all times. But the goal while doing those movements is to not let the pip ever get so far away that you can't regain control. And that's where this movement I was showing you comes in, where I keep doing this corkscrew and maybe I'll cut it further, I'll go this way. But I basically reshape the roll direction to regain control of the pip rather than stopping my ship.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll let go of up strafe if I know I'm okay. Like here, I'm doing it. You'll see the pip changes much faster because I'm letting go of the up strafe and redirecting.
All right, could I try that pass and turn again?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. Honestly, you know what I just realized? I'm still really bad with using the correct finger at the right time, so I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna roll right, and I press W and go forward instead. I've always had that problem with PC games because I've played on controllers for like 20 years and then switched to PC gaming like a couple years ago.
I have a key binding that helped me a lot when I was in mouse and keyboard. I wouldn't do it now because you're gonna have to readapt to it, but you can after this. What you can do is change your WSAD so that they're all strafe directions. So AD is strafe left right, WS is strafe up down, and then forward and back can be like mouse button 4 and mouse button 5.
Whoa. That's weird.
It is, but it's very good because now you can totally focus on your strafes on your left hand, and on your right hand you can control your forward and back as needed. It makes it much easier and less piano-y, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, this is a classic joke on my stream, but when I'm like low flying and I get myself turned around, I'm upside down, suddenly my fingers forget which keys do what, and I just up strafe into the ground or something.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing this, you're getting that same kind of characteristic pick movement? This is working?
You're not moving at all right now because you're only rolling. You need to apply the up strafe to get your ship to move.
That's the thing, I'm up strafing. Am I just not doing it at the right time?
No, I don't think you're up. Keep the up strafe. Don't let go of the up strafe. You'll see a big difference. All right, now roll. Keep that up strafe.
Mm-hmm.
But change the roll direction so the pip doesn't keep going in the same direction. Yeah, see, there you go. Boom. Now
I see. I had,
keep up
it was
strafe,
because
but
the
roll.
limiter was down. That's why.
Oh, turn that shit off, boy. Don't fly with limiter ever. It's poo-poo.
You just keep the speed yourself? You just watch the speed?
You maintain it yourself. Yeah. Because if you turn on limiter, it'll limit your up strafe power and your forward and shit. So
See, now
sometimes
you're
you
just
need that full
asking
power.
too much of me.
But just remember, whenever you're getting far, neutralize the pip and you'll be able to re-engage. But, you know, don't neutralize within 1,000 meters because I'm going to shoot the hell out of you. Easy peasy. But when you're, like, above 1,000 meters, neutralize your pip. You're safe. You're far as hell. You know, maybe carbide. A viewer put up a good thing. You might be good with using a game controller.
Possibly. Is it relatively easy to do that on this game? With the dogfighting? You don't need...
It's pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah, I might try that.
Do you have a PS5 controller or a PS4,
I got a
whatever?
Xbox controller. Yeah, it's
Okay,
downstairs,
yeah,
but...
super set. Yeah, I would connect it and try it out, man. I can send you some key bindings for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll try that out. I've never actually tried dogfighting with that, I think.
It's fun. Some people love it. You know, it's not as accurate as mouse, but it's fun. It's more enjoyable, the experience.
What do you have? What are you using? Hosos?
I use verticals, man. I go home. I went ham.
2 sticks or throttle?
Yeah, dual stick.
Okay.
I recommend it to anybody on here if you're serious about this game. Like, here, okay, I'm not gonna say buy Verpals or VKB because that's crazy. Nobody's
Go buy the
gonna do that,
best.
right? Yeah, don't do that. But if you want to get an experience to like see if you like joysticks, get like a 3D Pro. Get 2 3D Pros. Use one on your left hand, even though it's gonna feel freaking awkward, and then just return it if you feel comfortable with it, and then upgrade to something better. Because the problem with using like cheap sticks in this game is they will fucking break on you. And I mean, you're gonna be buying new sticks every week or month.
My
depending on how much you play.
T16s did not last at all. Whoa, it's going way too fast.
This game is very hard on the sticks. The minimum entry I recommend for this game is VKB Gladiators. I think they're like 130. That's a great start, and those will last you. All right, try to push close, push past, and pre-nose.
I did not pre-nose.
Not
It's
at
not
all.
even close enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spankles. Spinkles? Spankles. But also thank you, Lars, for the sub. Appreciate it. And Holston Coop, you as well. Dude,
Oh, I think so.
we're covering your sub. Come on now. Sorry, what was that?
Oh no, never mind. You good? I thought server died on us there for a second.
Okay, so... Pushing. You can see the pip moving now, right? With the roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what is the kind of window of distance that you would suggest for when somebody would be looking to try and initiate that kind of a push?
Within 200.
200, okay.
You can start it further, like 400. Like here, go ahead and try to shoot at me, right? So like, when we're back here, I can start doing this. And like you saw, I just moved out of the way of your shot. And then what I do here is I don't go super fast because I don't want to pass you by mistake, but I kind of inch my way in little by little. And then here's where I kind of try to do harder pushes so that I can get more comfortable. And then when I feel I have an opportunity, I'll come in like this. And then here I have a top profile on you.
I want to do that while I'm moving and see what it looks like. Because I feel like when I do it while you're moving, I lose you very quickly.
Yeah.
So, show it to me again.
There I did it from pretty far away, but I overshot. See how my ship was like completely sideways?
Mm-hmm.
And there I did it again. You start to get your nose. I have you neutralized here. You start to get your nose. You get nose. I push in sideways. Oh, you did good. Pushed inside. See, that's where timing is important because I just totally gave you my side there.
I see. Yeah. I was looking at the side of your ship for a little while.
Yeah. Just always remember, if you take only one thing from this is you cannot close the distance if your pip is not neutralized. Now I want everybody to be aware too of like there's two flight styles mainly right now. Long distance is more of like an engagement kind of juke thing. It's really medium and short range are the two flight models that most people use. You're gonna have they refuse to acknowledge that they're kiters, but all they do is stay medium range. They will not push the knife fight. So
Side
you're gonna
strafing.
have some fights. Yeah, you're gonna have some fights where it's impossible to push because of the current flight model and reverse being so powerful. But eventually, when the new model does change, I think we're gonna see a lot more dogfighting because it's gonna be easier to push these close distances.
Right.
So like here, say you're trying to push towards me, right? Like neutralize and push towards me. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm just gonna up strafe, side strafe, and keep you here the whole time. And there's nothing you can do to get closer to me. Because I just have I have so much rear control that I can push you away like this whenever I needed to. But you'll eventually find fighters that do knife fight and they do enjoy it, and they will push you. They will make you force these close range combats, and they will make you engage in these situations where you have to pre-nose and you have to like kind of judge where they're going and when they're doing it.
And what does a knife fighter do to eliminate a kite strategy, to bring them in closer? How because somebody can always just keep running away, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it comes down to skill. It's going to be a skill difference. Like, there's certain players, though, once you get to a certain skill, it's impossible to knife fight against someone who doesn't want to knife fight.
Okay.
In the current system. Like, if I were to try to knife fight with A1, it ain't going to happen. Because he's just going to keep up strafing, right strafing, and back strafing to keep me in that mid-range combat. He prefers keeping it here, right? So he'll do these corkscrews, and then if he feels you have aim on you, he'll invert it like this. Which invert, all it does is I roll 180, and now I up strafe this way. I roll 180, I up strafe this way, but I add a corkscrew as I do that so that the ship keeps moving in a different direction. And he'll keep that and just try to aim battle you down. But it's still possible to cut, right? Because, like, let's say here, I'm going to demonstrate it. So I want you to just up strafe, right strafe, and back strafe on me.
Okay.
So if I use my engine, my main engine, and close on you like this, like, it doesn't matter how much vector you have. Eventually, I will get close, but it's dangerous for me to do. I have to be able to do it in a way that I can approach kind of like that, where I come in sideways, I can sneak a few shots, and kind of readjust and try again. The problem is, to do that, I have to use so much boost that eventually I'll run out, and I have to run away, recharge my boost, and try again.
Right. How long would it take you to know if somebody could stop you from getting in close? Like 10 seconds, 20 seconds on the fight?
What do you mean? Say that again?
Like if you came into somebody and they were skilled enough to avoid the knife fight, how long would you be trying to bring them in before you realize that you have to switch up your strategy?
As long as I have boost, I can do it. Once I run out of boost, I got to start thinking about bailing.
Okay.
So what I do against people that fight like that is I'll chip away at them. I'll kind of break their shields. I'll bait the shots. Then I'll close the distance. I'll force some knife fight to do some hull damage. And then as soon as I'm running low on boost, I separate the fight and reset everything again. That's why a lot of people call me runner all the time, or that I backstrafe all the time. But the thing is, they don't let me knife fight, so I'm just going to pick them apart little by little.
Another thing, how do you know if you're leading or chasing? Like if I'm we're both technically trying to land shots on each other, but we're also both trying to avoid our pips getting neutralized. So, like, are you focusing more on keeping your pip on them, or focusing more on making sure their pip isn't on you? Or like, how do you balance that?
I focus on the pip. It's about nose. To answer it in short, it's the nose.
Okay.
So you can tell if a nose is facing you or not by this. If I turn sideways, you'll see my ship wing kind of look. It becomes more square or some shit like that. I don't know how to explain
Yeah,
it.
the little outline is longer.
That means I'm not looking at you. If you start to see this flat line, they're looking at you.
Okay, so you're just trying to keep them looking in a different direction.
Correct. At long distance, this isn't going to do much for you because, I mean, we're long distance. But, like, say we're long distance and I do like this, then I know that dude is not even looking at me, and I can push as much as I want.
Yeah.
But as soon as I start to see nose, so here, let me explain this one a little better. So here, right, we're nose to nose. What I'm going to do when I up strafe, or here I'm going to right strafe. You still have nose, because I'm going kind of slow. It's easy for you to maintain, but I'm going to go this way now, right? And now I have full advantage. I can neutralize here because I'm safe. But as soon as you start to get the nose, I need to start thinking about going in a different direction. So right here, you're coming at me. I know you're coming, so I got to move in a different direction.
Gotcha.
So it's all about understanding when they're coming to you and moving.
Yeah.
And generally, you don't want to cross over. So if I'm here and I go this, let me try to line you up here. Just pitch down. Oh, wait. Hold on, let me get to you. Let me nose to nose you. Pitch up with me, and then I'll show you. So a crossover is this. I move the pip right over the pip. So I do this, and I bring it right through the center of the ship, and I move it the other way. I don't generally want to do that because on a crossover, I can do this. Shoot a shot, go the other way. Shoot a shot, go the other way. And he can do the same. So he can keep my shield from regenning doing that. Ideally, I want to do it where I do maybe like this. I come in a little sideways, and I go that way. So that it's not a flat trajectory and easy to line up and hit.
All right.
This is very like advanced stuff we're
Yeah,
talking
no,
about.
I can imagine. I'm looking at it and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll do that in a year.
Yeah, it's very hard to pull this stuff off. It takes time. But like, again, the main thing from this is understand the pip, understand how you can get closer to the pip and not closer. And it's all about neutralizing.
Yeah, the pip
If I
stuff
neutralize-
is huge. Like that
Yeah.
that completely changes the way I'm even looking at fighting. And then on top of that, the fact that the pip isn't necessarily the goal, it's just the indicator, and then using that as kind of the way to know how to get up and around someone. I think
Yep,
that
beautiful.
is like one of the, and I watched your video on this, so I know that you already recognize this, but that's like a fundamental that is hard to understand as a beginner.
It is very difficult. I'm currently working on a video right now to explain it a little better. And it has to do with degrees and coming on that. Hopefully I'm going to finish it this week. But yeah, hopefully when I release that, it helps people a lot more. It's easier to train this stuff when I'm one-on-one with someone because like there's, everybody's different. Everybody learns differently.
Have you ever, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask if you've ever tried to do teaching by sitting co-pilot with somebody and then kind of walking them through like bounties or something.
What I usually do, that's a good idea. That could work. Roxy, give me 1 second. My doggy. Hold on 1 second.
I lost a light.
My wife just got back from Orlando. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Copilot is. Do you get the pip in Copilot? I don't remember. No, I don't think you do, so it wouldn't work. So usually what I do is I just have them stream on Discord and I watch them and I kind of help with that way.
Okay. Jeez, I'm gonna have to go one light.
But if we're in game, like I just explain it the way I've been explaining it to you. Like it's just one thing at a time. Just understand neutralization, how to neutralize it, and how to push it away.
Yeah, this was good. This is super helpful. I think this, I mean, I obviously can't do it yet, but I think this is already going to help me figure out how to at least train and get better.
Yeah, exactly. It'll give you an idea of what you're doing, and it'll show you when you're messing up. And you'll kind of start to get a feel for like what they're doing to you now, because you'll start to notice the people who do these circle strafes, and you'll start to notice the people that kind of just let it wiggle a little bit while they're trying to approach you.
In terms of like timetables for this battle, we talk about how we're lining up the pip, and you slowly move in. What do you consider to be like a long fight versus a normal length fight? Like, are you moving in over the course of 30 seconds and then taking them out, or is this like a very slow methodical thing, or very quick and just 10 seconds, 15 seconds?
I think when most pilots are trying to have fun and getting better at knife fighting, fights end really fast because we're not really trying to separate. We're trying to just focus on getting better at pushing and keeping them pushed. But when we're talking about competitive and PU, those fights can last a long time. And the reason is because separating is so easy that it's very easy to do some damage, pull away, reset, do it again. As a time frame though, I can't really tell you. I would say maybe PU fights probably, I mean, in org fights or friendly fights usually last like 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
PU fights can last anywhere from 1 minute, if they're both skilled, anywhere from 1 minute to 20 minutes.
Jeez.
And that's the people who are really trying to freaking win if they're bringing it out to 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I run at that point. Or I just self-destruct.
I think I would too. At this point, that's what I kind of do now too, is like when I feel that someone's just kiting the whole time and just doesn't really want to knife fight or engage, I'm just like, it's all right, you win, I'm out.
All right, well, I have to get going in a little bit. How about to finish it off, we see how long I can not blow up when we fight.
Alright, sure, we can do that. Here, we'll come back a few meters.
All right. I'm going to put it out there right now. Chat, you guys owe me like 2 million UEC if I last longer than 10 seconds.
Oh, you'll last more than 10 seconds. I'm not that good. Alright, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
You go for it.
Okay, I got to turn the feature away. Jesus.
Here, you know what? Let's stop real quick. Let's slow down completely.
Oh, yeah, we're fighting at speed, huh?
Yeah, the only reason, okay, there is one thing that matters on speed. It's not that you can't dodge at high speeds. The problem with speed right now, as we said on the podcast, is desync. The faster we go, the less these shots are going to land.
Gotcha. A minute and I have a deal? Yeah, guys, a minute. Okay, sure.
Ooh, a minute.
I'm just going to eject from the ship.
Yeah. All right, chat, I'm going to try to save your AUEC here.
Somebody was asking about videos, specifically
Yeah, I just saw that
Jonathan
on-
Winters. Yeah, can you drop your link in the chat, in my chat for me?
Yeah, or here, I'll drop it in your chat.
Yeah. Or if you can't find it, if you don't use the link, just look up Jonathan Winters on YouTube. Plenty of videos, it'll pop up right away. Great thumbnails, by the way.
Mr.
Whoa.
Kirsten, hello?
What the heck? Oh, were you red?
I'm not, I don't even have to climb that though. Why the hell is he
Security!
shooting a missile at me, dude? I didn't even do anything yet.
Security
Let's
in
warp
this
back to Aberdeen real quick.
Yeah. Holy crap, we got some distance out here.
Yeah, we did.
Security's so rude in this game.
Yeah, man, I didn't even do shit.
You're just like out on the job running a bounty and they come in and they're like, don't worry. And then they get shot by you and they're like, ah, you'll never get away. Thanks, security. We all wanted you here.
Yeah, for anybody in my stream, I just typed it out there. If you put exclamation YouTube, it'll give you my link. Same for Discord and Twitch for people on YouTube. Okay, where you at?
Depa, I like that one.
Alright, perfect.
Wrecked.
I'm gonna pull away
Thanks for
from
the
you a little bit.
$10, Depa. I don't know what I've done to receive all of your blessings, but I really appreciate it. I mean, I guess I assume it's the content.
And also for
Thank you
anybody
that.
new, what you can do is when you go to my site, go to my videos and go to playlist. In playlist, I have a guides section. The guides section has a bunch of guides in order, so it'll show you
Did I disappear
a
for a
structured
while?
playlist.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're here.
No. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh, no, you're fine. All right, let's do the shit. 1.7.
Shouldn't have disappeared.
Start. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay, go.
Shields hit.
What? He pushed me. Okay, now my frame rate's dropping.
It's that Aberdeen, dude.
I think it's the freaking, like, cool lasers.
Maybe the particle effects are too much for your 1080.
Come on. Jeez, I'm all over the place.
See if I can stop you from moving here.
I feel like my guns aren't even... Oh, my batteries are down. Or my caps.
You power manage, right?
Not really, no. I don't fight.
Oh, tomato.
Yeah, I don't really fight. I used to power manage when I had the joysticks because it was really easy, but with the keyboard I just end up fumbling and
yeah.
like losing my place and stuff, so I just don't do it anymore. Sometimes I'll set my power before battle, but I don't actively doing it during a battle dogfight usually, unless I'm
Oh, yeah,
PvE.
you have to. So see, if it wasn't for desync, I think you'd be dead already. But I think at these high speeds, like I'm shooting you right now and they're not landing. Because good old servers. There is a way to make them. If you line yourself up behind a tail trajectory.
Honestly,
it has
I'm
a
just
much
trying to
easier
like...
time.
I'm just focusing on the pip.
Yeah, I know. I was just letting you know for.
Did I even
chat.
land a
Line up
shot?
behind the tail. Yeah, I'm sure you got a couple here
Y'all owe me money. That was a long time. That was like 30 seconds.
I think you got to make a minute, no?
I don't know. But I appreciate the lessons, dude. Seriously, I have a long way to go, but this feels like it helps a lot. Just kind of getting a better grasp of what's important to know.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to teach you that first. I think once you understand the pip, it opens up a lot of practice avenues for you. Also, another thing I've heard a lot, man, is people tell you go to AC to learn and practice. Don't do that. Don't do that until you feel don't till you feel confident understanding the pip first. I think when you fight people who are way better than you, like if you were to practice with me all day, you're not gonna learn much because you're not gonna get a chance to learn. I always recommend fighting people your skill range or a little bit better, not way better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I usually just target practice for people who are really good.
Yeah, you're not going to learn like that. I always recommend going to PU, find random pilots. They're usually within the lower skill gap. Once you start crushing everybody in PU, that's when you start going to AC.
And do you usually find that people in global chat are just like down to dogfight? That's how you set it up?
Yeah, some people are. Yeah, always go to Grimhex. That's where you'll find most active PvPers, but usually they're a little bit better. You can always force PvP on people too. Go to Hurston.
Honestly, we have. I might just set up a night every week where I go out with my org people.
Yeah,
and,
man, that's
and we
a good
fight.
way to do it.
Yeah.
I recommend free flight instead of PU, so you guys can respawn instantly. Just group up in main lobby, go to free flight together, and practice in there. Like that, you don't have to worry about lag or anything like that.
Okay, so when you said arena commander, you mean specifically like the competitive form, not just the fact that you're in the module.
Don't do battle royale.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, correct. Forget battle royale. Free flight is a great tool though. There's a lot of orgs that get on there and they practice. You'll often see people in free flight. You could randomly practice. The routine is when you find someone you want to play, I'll usually shoot them with one laser shot just so they know I'm looking at them. And then you both shoot a flare, you pass each other, you turn around, and then that engages the fight.
That's fun. A little thing, a little dog fighting thing. Let you know you both know what's up.
Yeah, free flight etiquette.
I like that. Cool, man. Well, I definitely want to do this again another time, and maybe do another lesson. I'm gonna go and take this stuff and practice it a little bit, and then we'll fight again, and I'll see if I can last 70 seconds instead of 60, and just keep working my way from there.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll add more techniques once you feel comfortable with pip evasion.
Cool. All right, John. Thanks again, dude, for coming. Anybody who's watching, if you want to learn more about this, Jonathan has a ton of really good knowledge on the combat stuff. We did a podcast chat last week. And in fact, let me drop that in the chat real quick, because it's not on the main channel, so it might be a little bit harder to find. But we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about this pip neutralization. We talked about how combat might be changing with these new speed setups that we're getting. We talked about like how things will change when capital ships come in. So it wasn't just dogfighting, it was all kinds of combat across Star Citizen now and in the future. And it's a good talk. I'd check it out. But otherwise, definitely go and watch Jonathan on YouTube. He's got a lot of good videos. The stuff he just taught me, he summarized in a great like 10 minute, I think, or so video. And it got me, it was a good prepper for this, but actually going and doing it is a lot. So I would suggest also jumping into maybe his Discord server or something and seeing if you can find somebody to shoot at.
Yeah, quick heads up, if you guys join the Discord, we have a lot of pilots on there that are pretty good, and they're always willing to help people out in general chat. You can even ask for somebody in free flight and they'll join with you. The big thing too is you see anybody in my Discord that has a sentinel mark, they're purple, that means they're really good freaking pilots. So if they tell you anything, they know what they're talking about. Cool.
All right, man. Well, thank you again. And I'll see you again. I'll see you later.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Good having you again. It was fun, bro.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
Man.
All right. That was a good lesson. I feel good. I suck at fighting, but I already feel better about it, which is nice. I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, this is part of kind of a series as I start to get a little, as Star Citizen gets better, I'm going to start to get more serious about playing. So I'm probably going to do this 2, maybe 3 times a month where I bring in another content creator or like somebody who knows their stuff from my Discord server or my organization or somewhere. And we'll just have a session where they'll tell me about the stuff that they know, whether that's mining or salvage or flying or exploration, whatever it is. and we'll sit through it together and have a little lesson, and hopefully you guys can get a little bit out of it like I do. But thanks everybody for coming. Yeah, I just need to keep up the practice at this point. Now I'm gonna probably start doing more dogfighting on streams, since I have at least some little bit of knowledge of how I'm supposed to do it. Somebody said something about oh, set your key, your F5 to F7 keys. So I think those are actually default because they already do the power management. I was explaining earlier, I'm terrible at mouse and keyboard. Like if I move my hand from where the keys are, I have to look down. It's like when you first start driving and you're looking at everything that you're doing, your speed limit, the road, the wheel, the stick shift, all this stuff. As I get more and more comfortable on keyboard and mouse, I'll be more comfortable with doing that stuff. But I do need to work on the power management. Yeah. Thank you, Lev Plays. It stuck around the whole time. You thought this was going to be a video and you stuck around for the whole stream. That's awesome. Appreciate you coming by. Ken, you don't have to send me money. It's all good. I am strapped. I'm good to go. I'm actually not strapped. I just bought a bunch of stuff. I got over 1 million UEs. I'm okay. I was just kidding anyways, but thank you. I appreciate it. You enjoyed this type of stream, you're getting back into SC and you're combat rusty. I've been in SC and I'm combat rusty, Sam, but I'm happy to supply you with a little tutorial chance. You're interested to see me do that because you plan to play keyboard and mouse for the foreseeable future. Yeah, somebody else also asked if I left sticks behind. I used to have... Did I just hear my name? Could have sworn I just heard Space Tomato. I used to have sticks, but the T16000s crashed on me. You guys want to see, actually? Maybe, let me see if I can pull up the exact problem that I had with them. You're not going to believe... Oh, okay. You're watching my stream, aren't you? Whoever that is. Check this out. Let me see if I search for joystick on Google Photos. It actually brings it up. It does not. Oh, it does. It does. Okay, this is insane. This is what I was dealing with the T16000s. I hope this is enough sign that you should never get this joystick. Check this out. So, this is me playing Star Citizen. Oh, that's a PlayStation controller. Watch how I bring my hand close to the joystick and it moves the ship. Bring it close, moves the ship, take it away, it's gone. Bring it close, moves the ship. I'm not even touching the joystick. These are like the kinds of issues I used to have when I was using HOTAS. So I ditched this set and just haven't been able, like, I've been moving around constantly around the world and not really been in one place for too long. So I haven't gotten around to getting my own. But the T16000s, I just did not like. They didn't give me a great experience. So I'm waiting until I can get a better set before I go back to HOTAS or a HOSAS setup. Have I ever considered I might be a Jedi? I mean, I have wished. I've wished and dreamed for it. That would be great. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. Used your mind powers. Tech Jesus. That's your magnetic personality. Oh, Lord Skippy. How kind of you. It was the weirdest thing. And I kept that video as proof just in case I'm ever, I don't know, I'm needed for something dangerous. I'd be like, no, I'm too valuable. I have powers, see? They're inexpensive. And like, if you wanted to grab something that would work for your first couple of months playing, your first 6 months playing, just to get used to it, I think they're good. But you get what you pay for. Buy those super cheap set. Play with it for a little bit. If you realize you like it, then upgrade. I'm not going to tell people to go get more expensive stuff than that, but that was my experience with them, and they didn't last me very long. So right now, no sticks. Give me a year. We should finally have our kind of permanent living situation, and I'm hoping I'll have some HOSAS. VKB are good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with VKB or Verpals and get something that I can mount. Not anything like Lord Skippy's freaking mount. If you haven't seen this guy in chat, Got this crazy sliding homemade mount for his HOTAS. It's nuts. I want that. Hope you're having a great time, by the way, over in Europe. It's a cheap way to try out joysticks, but God, all you hear is complaints about them. Yeah, they seriously need to fix their QA on those. It's the rotation sensor on the inside. The what's it called? Potentiometer, I think. The Hall sensor, whatever it is, on the inside is very bad. I had to rip mine open and trying to fix it. Yep, twist axis, exactly, Sam. That thing is crap. You made a DIY mount, posted it on a HOTAS. Well, I need to check out that subreddit. That sounds good. Pedals are also something I'd like to try. I've never tried flying with pedals. I always used the joystick on the throttle for the T16000s. But I'd try pedals. Maybe clear up a little bit of complications for my hands. I've always been better with my feet. I played football instead of basketball. It went well for me. But yeah, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. I am super pumped to do more like tutorial like streams. This is fun. Learning is good. I am fine with accepting that I'm not good at this game, and I'm happy to learn how to get better. So hope you guys are up for that with me as well. Let's see, we've got a monthly report video coming out later this week. Video about IAE probably coming out a couple days after that. And then we'll be looking at the flight model in the next video next week. But I don't really have anything planned for streams the rest of the week. On Friday, we'll probably go over the cargo refactor and maybe play a different game. And then Saturday, we'll be doing some orbital atmospheric re-entries with the org. We're just going to try and get a bunch of people together and fly down through the atmosphere and see what kind of cool shots and moments we can see. So if you're into that, if you want to see it, make sure to hop on the stream on Saturday. If you want to be a part of it, join our org. It's very easy to join. We've got a great setup. We got a website here that you can hop into. I'll post a link here if you're interested. Lord Skippy in the chat put together an amazing website for us that makes the sign-up process super easy. It allows you to customize your profile, to say what kind of ships you have, what kind of gameplay you're into. So, okay, I'm logged out. But it'll show you like your ships, the gameplay that you're into, other people who have that same style gameplay, all that stuff. And join us on the Discord. Come hang out with us on Saturday. We'll be doing a lot of flying and hanging out and chatting. But besides that, whether I see you or not, thank you so much for coming to this stream. I hope you learned something new. Let's look for someone to raid, because I gotta go see my brother. Oh, Morph's on. Let's throw a raid to Morph. He's always giving us a raid, and he's never on after me, so it must be late over there. Jeez. In fact, I bet he's getting ready to get off. I have a TikTok. I don't really use it that much. Actually, my wife, Mrs. Tomato, who like does half the work for this stuff, she mostly runs it, posts stuff on there, but we don't make content for TikTok necessarily. I'm mainly focused on long form content, and I'll probably use YouTube Shorts when the time comes. But it is there if you want it, and occasionally we post some stuff there. That's about it. Anyways, guys, jump into Morph's chat. Tell him to go to sleep. Tell him we said hello. And enjoy your week. I'll see you all on Friday. Or if you're in the org, I'll see you probably before that. But have a good day and a good week. And fly safe. Or, like, I don't know, neutralize your pips. Something, like, don't blow up. Something dogfighting related. Whatever. See you all later.